Siem Reap, Mr. Tola, and thank you so much, Mr. Tola, for granting us the opportunity for the interview here at Rolu Secondary School in Bakong district of Siem Reap province, Mr. Tola. And what we have here behind us is actually a tuk-tuk, but inside the tuk-tuk is not human.
Yes.
It's more like computer. And the computer, as you put it, is a mobile school where you can put the computer out and then inside, and then the student can learn inside the classroom. They can learn different things. So Mr. Tola, can you explain to us a bit like what is this digital school exactly?
Thank you. Yes. Thank you for your question. Mobile Digital School Program is one of the core programs in PeopleStories Charity organization. And Mobile Digital School Program is very unique because we believe in education, that education can change students' life. Mobile Digital School is focusing on providing 3 special courses. We believe that there will be more courses, new courses coming, but currently we are providing 3 courses. We have Introduction to ICT, we have English, and we have Critical Thinking courses, which are very fundamental and very important. What we do, we are working with rural schools in Bakong district currently, but at the same time, we are trying to expand to other districts, such as Sonikum, as well as PeopleStories districts. What we do, we are providing education which is really mobile. As we are working with rural schools, the internet is very important, but it's not accessible. It's not always reliable and accessible. Therefore, what we need to do, we create this program which is really mobile. We have the laptops, and currently we have up to 60 laptops in our tuk-tuk. And currently we are running only 1 tuk-tuk. But in this semester, this year, we are working with 4 schools. We have Bakong, we have Rairangsay, we have Tae, and we also have Chismon Secondary School. So these 4 schools, we are running all courses. What we do, we bring the laptop from the city to the school, and then we install the laptop there, set up the laptop, and the student can come and learn different courses. And after they finished, we will collect the laptop and go back to the city to charge and also to download some necessary report for our analysis.
So the reason why you use laptop, because laptops are very flexible, which means you can rotate between student and between class on the daily basis.
This is very, thank you, this is totally right, because we believe that desktop is very good, but it's not perfect, because working with rural schools, there's so many schools in rural area and they do not have a computer lab. If we build a computer lab for one school, the other school do not have that labs, and the student will not have the opportunity to study computer or other courses. So we decided to do something unique, but at the same time very helpful to all the schools in rural areas. So we believe that by bringing the laptops, not installing desktop at one school, but bringing our laptops to every school we are working with, we can impact more beneficiaries, more students in rural areas. We believe in the equality of education, and we are doing it.
And Mr. Tola, you mentioned there are 3 courses that you put in your computer system. So the first course you mentioned something like basic computation and also logical thinking, and also the other one, sorry, I forgot. English also. So how do you come up with these 3 courses, and how do you manage the student in each class to integrate the courses together, let's say?
This is an interesting question. This program is not new. It's not a completely new program, innovative to all the school. But this is something that we do to complement the education system in Cambodia. We believe that there are curriculum about education, especially in computer, ICT, English, and not critical thinking. This is a new course. But ICT and English are not new. They are in the curriculum of Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports in Cambodia. But the question is, are they implementing it correctly and properly in all schools, especially in rural areas? The answer, probably not yet. They are doing it, but mostly are in the city. In the rural area, they don't have these courses. So we observe this. We see this as an opportunity to bring this as a program that can complement what the school are doing, what the rural public school are doing. And we are closing the gap that the student, they will have the opportunity to study computer especially rural kids, and they also have the opportunity to study English, which these two are very fundamental and important for future careers and for future higher education.
Yes, Mr. Tola. But when you talk about English, there should be a teacher who also teach on the whiteboard, and then so the computer is just there to to complement the English teaching, or they only learn solely English on the computer.
Thank you. For our English courses, we believe that English or any language classes need a teacher, need more interaction. So in all courses that we are running, we are doing a blended learning. Which means that we both allow the student to learn from the computer, but we also have the coach, a teacher, an educator, who will come and teach just right before they start learning on the computer. So we do a blended learning. We have the coach to start teaching, and then the student will start learning on the computer by themselves. This is kind of a blended learning. We have the self-learning and also a coach-led education sharing.
And yes, Mr. Tola, you mentioned that there's a course called critical thinking. So what do you mean by critical thinking? Like, is it like hard, problem solving, topic, something like that? Can you give us like some of the subject, some of the lesson that you involve in critical thinking?
Thank you. For critical thinking courses is very important. And the reason that we came up with this course, because we observe the students are struggling with math, chemistry, and other courses, and even have challenges in their life. And the reason because of that is they lack of problem-solving ability, problem-solving skills. And to help them, we decided to run this course. We call it a critical thinking course. And this course, the purpose of this course is to teach students to solve the problem better, even if it's for their studies, or for their families, or for themselves. And how to do it, we teach them lots of things. We teach them the steps of critical thinking. We're currently teaching 6 steps of critical thinking. And one of these is how to set SMART goal. SMART goal is very important. It's just small elements in critical thinking. Because when they know how to set SMART goal in their life, all of their goals, most of their goal is likely to be achieved. So this is just one element. But there are other elements that we are teaching to the rural kids in this course, and we help them to improve their reasoning ability by doing some creative exercises and doing some activity that help them think better and solve the problem better.
Yes, Mr. Tola. But do you see any challenges when teaching the student? And when the student get to try on the computer, do they feel excited or do they feel a bit nervous? I mean, what do you see from their emotion when they get to learn this digital school?
I could tell that the students are very excited because most of our students are in rural areas, and most of them, more than 80% of them, have never seen a laptop. And when they have the opportunity to touch a laptop, to tap on the laptop, they're very excited. And this sometimes motivated them to learn, to continue learning until we finish the course.
Do they have a lot of questions about laptop, when they learn about that,
They do have lots of questions, so many
laptop.
questions. And we try to answer their questions, we try to help them. And this motivated them to keep learning, and they always earn a very good grades in our course. And as a result of this, we face a very small dropout rate in each of our course.
Yes, Mr. Tola. But again, because you try to integrate this session into the grade 7, 8, and 9. So how do you put it, alongside the official curriculum of the government? Like, for example, how many hours do you set for each class, and how much days per week? And at the same time, when you add this curriculum, extra curriculum activity to the main course, how does the school manage to integrate the score into the annual report, let's say?
This is very good because to complement the educations of Cambodia, we are currently working closely with our partner schools, and they are very supportive. we communicate with them about how can we help them. Do they have enough classroom? Do they have a time where we can go and teach? Other students are free. So we communicate with them to find an appropriate time and also classroom to teach the students. And in our courses, each course has different duration. Some course can last up to 17 weeks. But some course, for example, like ICT, Introduction to ICT, they last only 11 weeks. So each course has different durations. And the frequency, how often do we run the classes? Every week, it depends on the school. For example, in this school, we run once a week. But in the past, we used to run twice a week.
Yes.
And in one session, we run 90 minutes or 1 hour and 30 minutes.
So it's not it's not on the daily basis, but it's also like, periodically frequent along, let's say the year of the study.
Yes, correct. Yeah. We are not doing it daily. We don't teach the student every day, but we teach them on a regular basis. Sometimes twice a week for a particular school, and sometimes once a week, depending on the course and the school availability of classroom and the students.
And Mr. Tola, the program focuses on rural area, and sometimes rural area in Cambodia, they lack, sufficient internet access. So if the internet is not strong enough, what system do you put in place, in order to keep the process running?
Internet is very important to run our course at the first place. But then we see the opportunity to convert this into opportunities. What we did, we created a remote server. A remote server that can run other laptops without internet access. And this is something that we do. We use that remote server to connect to the laptops, and the student can access the Moodle box through that remote server. And currently we are using 6 remote servers, and we can accommodate up to over 90 students, 90 learners in just one period.
So 90 learners mean 90 computers at the same time. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And also, Mr. Tola, is there any other future initiative you wish to incorporate with the computer system, or maybe future courses that you wish to put? Is there any plan that you are planning right now?
We do see some opportunities more from our partner school, because as part of MDS program, we also have another program, scholarship, which we normally coordinate the student result with the school, and we analyze what are the areas that the students are poor at. And most of the students, they are not good at math and chemistry, and mostly math. So we decided to start thinking about how can we incorporate math curriculum and put it into our program. And to do that, currently, both our team, local team in Cambodia, and our international global team overseas, we are trying to analyze the curriculum of the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports, and trying to analyze what can we do and try to incorporate all this curriculum into our programs to complement, to provide a better quality education to rural kids in Cambodia, to help them perform better academically in the class.